and welcome back to the 2022 Austrian Coffee Championships Barista competition. And we have our next competitor on stage, none other than Madalin Truica! And here come our judges, led on by Davide, Victoria. And here we have Raymond, Silje, Tom, Mark, Björn, and John.
Hello, hello. Hi. See you again, yeah. Hey, grüß dich, hi. Hallo, mein Lieber, grüß dich. Hi. All right, you hear me good? Sound is fine? Okie dokie. Time. Hello judges, it's a pleasure to stand in front of you again. This is my 6th time competing and it still gets quite exciting. Today I will keep it easy and focus on the coffee. I will present 2 different coffees and throughout the presentation I will tell you everything about them. The varieties I will tell you at the end to not influence your taste experience. Let's start with the espressos. For the espressos, I cooled down the portafilters. The quick cooling of the hot espresso when it touches the cold metal, locks in the fragile volatiles that otherwise would just escape in the air and make the espresso sweeter, cleaner, and smoother. I'm using a recipe of 19 grams in, 40 grams out at 92 degrees Celsius. This recipe generates the best flavors. The coffee was roasted 2 weeks ago for 9 minutes and 30 seconds with a development time ratio of 15%. This profile gives a great body and texture to the coffee. The coffee was grown at 1800 meters above sea level, and it's a washed processed coffee which will give you a clean cup. And of course, only the ripest cherries were handpicked to get the best results. All right. Judges, when I serve the espressos, please evaluate the crema, but don't drink them just yet. You will get flavors of peach, nectarine, and jasmine. So, this is for you. This is for you. Let me correct that. Easier to handle. So, that one is for you. And this one is for you. It has a medium body, a silky and smooth texture, and a medium dry wine-like finish. The sweetness is medium. The acidity is medium, and the bitterness is low and tannic. Judges, please enjoy the espressos. For the milk beverage, you will get following flavors: nougat, caramel like soft butterscotch, and just a second, and a hint of strawberry. I'm using a recipe of 20 grams in, 38 grams out. I'm pulling these shots slightly denser to increase the flavor intensity. The milk is local cow milk with 3.5% of fat. And I'm adding 80 grams of it to each cup to get the best balance of coffee and milk. When you add a lactase enzyme to the milk, it breaks up the sugar chain of lactose into two individual sugars, glucose and galactose. They are perceived a lot sweeter than the lactose itself. This combines perfectly with the coffee and balances the high acidity of this espresso. The coffee was grown at 2,000 meters and is a carbonic maceration natural process. There you go, please enjoy. They picked the ripest cherries, placed them into stainless steel tanks, and flushed these tanks with CO2 to create an anaerobic environment. The coffee was fermented for 5 days, and afterwards placed on African raised beds to slowly shade dry and, for 40 days. There you go, please enjoy. During the fermentation, a lot of tartaric acidity is created. The espresso itself is quite funky and acidic in taste, but with this lactose-free milk, it performs very well and it's sweet and balanced. There you go, please enjoy. The coffee was roasted 2 weeks ago for 9 minutes and a development time ratio of 20%. This was the best profile to combine with this milk. I steamed the milk to 50 degrees Celsius to also increase the sweetness perception. There you go, please enjoy. slowly it's time to reveal the varieties. When I drink coffee, I enjoy a clean cup of espresso with clear flavors. And for milk beverage, something more funky and experimental. That's why I chose these two coffees. For the espresso, I chose a geisha variety from Guatemala, Finca El Socorro. The producer is Diego de la Cerda, and he's known for producing incredibly clean, washed, processed coffees. He utilizes hot water after the milling process to accelerate the fermentation. He believes that reducing the fermentation time keeps the density of the bean intact and leads to a greater cup quality. He seems to believe right, since he made it second place at the Cup of Excellence. For the milk beverage, I chose a Ethiopian heirloom variety, but grown in Colombia at Mikava Coffee. The Doyle family bought 6 hectares of farm back in 2013 in Risaralda and also planted some heirloom varieties. They have some background in the wine industry as well, and they experiment with carbonic macerations, and the results are fantastic. So, the signature beverage. I'm using this Mikava Coffee heirloom variety, 20 grams in, 38 grams out. And the first ingredient is a syrup made of brown sugar and yuzu. Yuzu is a Japanese lemon. I took 200 grams of 200 grams of brown muscovado sugar, the peels of 3 yuzus, mixed it together, left it overnight so the sugar absorbs all the oils. Afterwards, I added yuzu juice to it, stirred it, strained it, and the result is this syrup. I'm using 20 grams of it, and this will give citrus and herbal notes to the coffee, to the beverage. The second ingredient was inspired by the fermentation process. During fermentation, lactic bacteria is created. The same bacteria as in milk. I will add lactic bacteria in form of whey. Whey is a byproduct when cheese making, and I'm using 40 grams of it to give it a creamy texture. The last ingredient is ice. 60 grams. This will dilute the drink. Open up the flavors, cool it down, give it some complexity and some flavor clarity. I will blend it so it's aerated and it gets a little more texture. So, you will get flavors. There are 2 new flavors created. You will get mandarin and cedar pine. Lemongrass, orange zest, and chocolate. So, judges, it has a fluffy, creamy mouthfeel and a fantastic, long, tannic aftertaste. Judges, before you drink it, give it a little swirl, and please enjoy. Please enjoy, and you too as well. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. So before I finish, why do we compete? Everybody wants to win, of course, but besides that, it's about challenging ourselves. Adapt and grow with each challenge. That's how you grow. Thank you very much. Time.
Thank you very much, Madalin. There you are. For you,
Yeah,
this
here I
must
am.
be like everyday work. You've
Yeah, it
competed
was.
so many times. This must be like something you throw together in an afternoon.
Yeah, it was a few more afternoons.
A few
yeah,
more
yeah,
afternoons. So you also have a Formula One racing stable behind you. It's called the Pelican Coffee.
I do, yes, yes.
And of course, I know this, we can drink these beautiful coffees at your shop as well. Can't we?
The,
Don't say
the
no
stuff
now,
that's
please.
left, of course.
The stuff that's left.
When you
but
come in
it's-
time, come tomorrow, Wednesday, then you might be lucky.
So Wednesday is the day to go there. Because tomorrow you might be in the finals.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about this. So how was it for you?
Intense, intense. It's been a year already. Yeah.
It's been a year.
Yeah, as I said, it's still exciting. You still get nervous. You still sweat a little bit more than usual. But no, it's good. It's good. And now, it's good. It's good.
And I've seen you've used coffee by Paul Doyle from Finca Mikava.
See,
Hi from Paul, from us
hi,
here
Paul.
to Colombia, because I'm sure he's watching. Well, thank you very much. And here come our judges.
Thank you. Hi. Bis bald. See you soon. Thanks a lot. Mine as well. Thank you, man. Thank you. Grazie
So thank
mille.
you, Madalin. And
Time
well,
to clean.
time to clean, and time to go to our next competitor, to the latte art stage, who will be ready in about 5 minutes. Alina Kirchner.